Student, let's start with electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is the branch of physical chemistry which deals with the production of electricity from energy released during a spontaneous chemical reaction and the use of electrical energy to bring about non-spontaneous chemical transformation is called electrochemistry. Simply, we can define electrochemistry is the branch where energy transformation of electrical energy to chemical energy and chemical energy to electrical energy production is studied. This branch is specially called electrochemistry. In our physical chemistry, it is a special very strong chapter for your board purpose, right? Now, let's start with conductor. So, what is conductor? Conductors are the substance which allow the passage of electric current through it. Is called conductor. Further, and another is insulator. Insulator are the substance which does not allow to pass electricity is called insulator. Now, what is next is conductor further classify into two types: metallic conductor and electrolytic conductor. So, metallic conductors. What is metallic conductors? These are the metallic substance which allow to pass the electricity through them and without undergoing any chemical change. Whereas electrolytic conductors, these are the substance which allow to pass the electricity through them in their molten state or in the form of their aqueous solution. Right. Here is main difference electrolytic conductor and metallic conductor is main change is chemical change. In case of metallic conductor, you should not found any chemical change, whereas in case of electrolytic conductors, you find there is a chemical transformation is occurs. Right. So this is the main difference. Now let's start with difference between. Now another point is difference between electrolytic conductors and metallic conductor. This is very important question for your board examination. First is metallic conduction. Metallic conduction is carried by the movement of the free electrons, right? And first another point, in case of electrolytic conduction, it is carried by movement of the ions. Next point number 2, it is involved no change in chemical properties of the conductor. Second point, it is involved in the decomposition of the electrolytic result as a chemical reaction. So in case of electrolytic conduction, we could found a chemical change will occur. In point number 3, in electrolytic conductors, in case of electrolytic conductor, it does not involve any transformation of matter. Very important point. Now point number 3, it is involved with transformation of matter. It involves the transformator of the ions. Fourth number point, that is metallic conduction decreases with the increasing. This is very important point. The metallic conduction decreases with the increase of the temperature. As you know that as the temperature increases, resistance increases, and that is why the in case of metallic conductor, metallic conduction is decreases. Whereas in case of electrolytic conduction, as the temperature increases, that electric conduction is increases. Now further we are going to study with electrolytes. Now electrolytes, what are the electrolytes? You know, those substances which are dissolved in water, it carries going to dissociation and carries electricity. Right. Now electrolytes are further classified into two types: strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes, which are the strong electrolytes? The electrolytes which are almost completely dissociated into its ions in the solution are called strong electrolytes, like NaCl, KCl, HCl, NaOH, KOH, all the mineral acid like H2SO4, HNO3. Another is weak electrolytes. Weak electrolytes, the electrolytes which do not ionize completely in the solution are called weak electrolyte, like acetic acid, weak acid, boric acid, carbonic acid, ACN. Okay, these are the, so we detail study strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Now this is very important. What are the factors that affecting of the electrical conductivity in electrolytic solution? What are the factors affecting electrical conductivity in electrolytic conduction? The first point is nature of the electrolytes. Nature of the, as the number of the ions present increases in the solution, conduction is increases. So we know that in case of solution, as the number of ion increases, the conductivity is increases. So in case of strong electrolyte, conduction is very high. This is due to high degree of dissociation. On the other hand, in case of weak electrolytes, the degree of dissociation is low, and that is why the conductance is low. Now next second point is also important point, that is nature of the solvent. Then mainly electrolytes are ionized more in case of polar solvent like water. So therefore greater the polarity of the solvent, greater will be the conduction of the greater conduction will observe, right. Second, concentration of the electrolytic solution. This is a new term which I will discuss in next slide, that is molar conductivity. So molar conductivity, simply we can define the conductivity shows by 1 molar of solution of any electrolytes is called molar conductivity. As we increase of dilution, the molar conductivity of the solution increases. This is further we will studies on our Collas law and our Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation. We will study the effect of dilution in case of solution, electrolytic solution. So you can just for remind, now at this stage, with the increase of the dilution, molar conductivity of the solution increases. Next is temperature. With as earlier I have discussed you, with the increase in the temperature, the conductivity of an electrolyte increases due to the decrease of the interaction between the ions. As we increase the temperature, the ion-ion interaction is weak, so that is why ions are free to move and conductivity as well as increases. And that is why in case of temperature increases, the conductivity of ions are increases. So this is your first class. Next class I will discuss you few important terms of conductivity, and okay, so thank you.